What's going on? How you doing out there? Hey, hey, hey. I just want to say welcome to the 411 podcast. I see my fellow friend out there. Raw Podcast is on Instagram tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. So we have very special guest, recording artist, Sasha Blanco, coming in tonight. This is a long time coming. We're going to have some real good conversation tonight. I just want to say that. So what you want to do is go ahead and tag your friends and let them know what's getting ready to go down here. 411 Podcast, Sasha Blanco in the building tonight. It's Tuesday. We just keep moving up. We keep moving up. Raw Podcast, networking as we speak. What's today's episode about? So we have recording artist Sasha Blanco coming in tonight. And we're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about some love. We're going to talk about some life. We're going to talk about things in general. But, before we go ahead and get this thing kicked off, I just want to say that I'm so thankful for every single person who comes in, whether it's one person, whether it's two, whether it's 20. Just the expansion has been amazing. And I want to say what's up to everybody out there on Facebook for watching the replays. And I appreciate that. When one network goes down, another one comes up. So, it is what it is. TikTok also, I want to say what's up to everybody out there who comes in and, checks out the situation. YouTube people out there, my D Live family, I just want to say what's up. However we get it, however it comes, I'm thankful. Twitter people as well, it is what it is. But I understand, it's late night. It is what it is. So, like I said, when one goes down, another one comes up, and we never know, which direction, the message is going to come from, which direction somebody going to get some healing, which direction somebody going to get whatever they need to get out of it tonight. So, or any night. So, again, go ahead and tag your friends and let them know what's going on inside the 411 podcast. Sasha Blanco tonight. So now, becoming a master of your own mind. I was speaking about it a little bit, giving everybody a preview. It ain't easy. And, I just want to say what's up to everybody out there who, you know, hits me up and says, a few words here or there. Someone who comes for some inspiration, some words of encouragement, even the people who come and, bounce it off and I get it from them too. But it ain't easy for the real people out there who understand, who ain't faking the funk, who ain't trying to worry about what somebody else says and what somebody else is doing. You in your own lane, you doing your own thing. You ain't worried about the rest. I understand it ain't easy, but we have to keep on moving. We got to keep flowing to try to become the master of our own minds. It's never easy, and I don't think we ever get to that point. So every day we got to continue to work on our self-care, our self-love, and continue to just keep pushing and moving forward. So I got something for you. At least I use it for myself. But my new book is coming out, My Inspirations Volume 1.5, The Liberation Remix Journal. I'm going through something as we speak. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. That is one of our most valuable, possessions that we have on us is our mind. And the enemy is always trying to attack. So we got to keep our mind together and, keep it right. Because if our mind is messed up, then we're going to be messed up. You put good in, you get good out. You put bad in, you're going to get bad out. So I got to keep, tools like this to keep my mind together, the music that I listen to, the things that I watch, the people that I'm around, even comes down to the things that I touch, people, certain situations. Negative energy can come from so many different aspects. So if you want to go ahead and go on this journey with me, text the keyword remix to 609-738-0611. Again, that's remix to 609-738-0611. And you can go ahead and get your pre-order link for My Inspirations Volume 1.5, The Liberation Remix Journal. So now we're going to get right on into the song of the day. We keeping this Christmas thing going live. You know, I'm doing Christmas music from now until Christmas. This is what we doing. What's going on, Moraz Beats? What's going on? I forgot. Where are you calling from? I want to know. I think you coming from a different place. So you here in the U.S. or you somewhere else? But I'm doing this Christmas thing, and from now until all the way until December. Christmas time hits December 25th. So song of the day, beautiful, Miss Alicia Keys, Little Drummer Girl. I like that little spin. Little Drummer Girl remix. Y'all want some soulful Christmas? Check out this record, released in 1998 off of Jermaine Dupri's 12 Soulful Nights of Christmas. Miss Alicia Keys, Little Drummer Girl remix, song of the day. So yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining. Where are you calling from? What area are you in? You in the U.S. or you somewhere else? Oh, I thought so. I thought so. Yes. So France. Listen, 411 podcast, we just keep moving up, man. We got France in the building tonight. We got Puerto Rico in the building tonight. I don't know if you're still out there, Mr. Alex Coquito, all the way from Puerto Rico. We just keep moving up. That's what's up. I love it. So we have Seisha Blanco coming in tonight. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to say what's up. I said it earlier. Every single person out there that supports people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, DLive, Twitch, drop it in the comments and let me know where you're calling from. Go ahead and tag your friends and bring them right on inside the 411 podcast and let them know what we got going on here tonight. Last night, Misco came in the building all the way from Miami, Florida. We had a great conversation. When I say a great conversation, I know I speak to a lot of people, time and time and time, night after night, night after night. But the vibe was real on point. Some real life conversations about life in general. Check out that replay from last night. Mr. Jason T. Davis, all the way from Los Angeles, California. Sophie Davis from the UK. We got the Davises. Grace was going on. Ratika Abbott, Darielle Rogers, keep doing your thing on Facebook. Mr. Hazard, all the way from Baltimore. Jalea Tucker, what's going on out there on Facebook? Thank you so much. My boy Jalen Hempful, all the way from the Bronx, New York. We got two Mary J. Blige fans in the building, Jalea and Jalen. That rhymes so well. So we got the Davises and we got Jalea and we got Jalen. What's up? K. Cole from Karma's Paradise, all the way from Mississippi. And then Carl Angelo from my hometown, Trenton, New Jersey. What's going on, everybody? Seisha Blanco coming up real soon. Might I say, recording artist, Seisha Blanco. And y'all know how I do with music. So we're going to have a great conversation. But before we go ahead and get her in relationships, I want to know, people out there watching the replay, drop it in the comments. Let me know. You're going to let me know anyway. When it comes to relationships, do we check cell phones these days? And I'm not saying, one person being like, oh my God, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. I've been there and I've done that before. And that shit don't work. But do we share cell phones with each other? Like, here, you check my phone out and I check yours out. Something don't seem right. What's going on? Can I take a look? Do you share passcodes, passwords, whatever? Do you use your phone all the time? Or if your significant other phone is closer, do you just go ahead and grab that phone? What's going on? So in relationships these days, because I know that this is very big, very big. There's a lot of things that go on here. But do we check each other's cell phones? Or if you feel that something just might not be right, something's not right, you get that little intuition, you get that little inkling that something's not right. Do you act on saying, hey, listen, can I see your cell phone? Or do you just let it go and deal with it the other way you want to deal with it? I don't know how you deal with it, but What do you do these days? Moraz Beat says, I want to buy your book, but I need to find someone to bring it to me. It's expensive, the shipping to France. Actually, you know what? I will take a look and I'll check into that. I have heard that. I know some people who wanted to buy my book that are outside of, the States. It can be a little expensive, but I will go ahead and check and see what the shipping is for France. If you do me a favor and go ahead and DM me the information, and I'll start to look and see what's going on. But and also we got to get you to come on the 411 podcast. So producer, right? Hopefully I got it right. So we have producer Moraz Beats in a building tonight. So yeah, it's gonna be real great. Sasha Blanco coming up real soon. But are we checking those cell phones? What are we doing these days? What's going on? So I don't know. Let's see what Sasha has to say about it.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome to the 411 podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes. It's been a minute, right, since we originally set this thing up.
Yes, definitely. It's been about 3, 4 months, a good 3, 4 months.
Yeah, so we finally here. That's what's up. So, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Clearwater, Florida, but I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay.
Born and raised. Yes.
All right. I think I got some family. Well, they originated from Jacksonville, Florida. So
Okay.
I'm sure that there's still some people out there, but I'm just unsure because it's been so long since I have been in touch. But
Right.
yeah, that's what's up, Florida. What's the weather like? You still there?
I'm sorry, what you say?
What's the weather like out there?
It's actually good. It's actually like literally like probably 70 degrees, maybe.
That's
Very good. We chilling out here with flip flops and shorts on and short sleeves. So that should tell you.
much better than what I got going on here with the 40s and 50s and the 30s.
Oh yes, definitely.
Starts off 30s in the morning and then,
Oh no.
yeah, it's crazy. In New Jersey, that's where I'm at. So
Yes.
we had Misco on last night. She was from Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now I asked them last night this question here. In relationships, do we check each other's cell phones these days? Now I know that that's a big thing. They got all of the little videos and stuff with, the dudes jumping out of the shower with soap all on them or breaking through windows and stuff like that for cell phones.
Right.
So is that a big thing for you?
Right.
Is that go ahead.
No, I was saying with me, I think to me you got a right to go through somebody's phone, but you got to ask yourself why and what questions are you seeking when you do. Like to me, if you're just checking to make sure, okay, they're keeping it solid, I'm gonna keep it solid too. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, it's like, people's cell phones are their world. So it's like until you step into their world, you really never know what they up to. Like, as long as you go in reasonably with it and be like, oh, okay, I just want to see, okay, is he like another shit? Like, as long as you go in knowing that if you're not too disrespected, you'll be good. But I think you should just be ready for whatever the outcome is going to be if you do that.
I like that response. I really do. A lot of people say no, you shouldn't. But I feel that if you wrapping yourself up in with somebody else and you got some time and investment into somebody, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. So
That's right.
if something's not right, listen, and they say, oh, don't go looking for stuff because you might find it. Can I ask you a
That's
question?
right.
Can I ask you a question? No, don't don't agree with that. We were doing good, but I want to know what kind of shit is that. Don't go looking for something because you might find it. Doesn't that mean that something's there in the first place? My question is, well, what is it there for?
Right, exactly.
What is it there for? Don't go, well, when you go looking for something, you're going to find it. Can I ask you a question, everybody? What the fuck is it doing there in the first place? That's what
Right.
I want to know. I just never got that. Don't go looking for something because you might find it. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Lash Maverick? But anyway, so let's just get on into this here. Sasha Blanco, all the way. I'm gonna just say Florida because I know you said a bunch of different places. St. Petersburg. You said Clearwater. I don't know, but we just saying from Florida tonight. Because by the time we get halfway through it, I'm gonna mess it up anyway. So, recording artist, talk to me about the music. How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, I've been doing music like pretty much all my life. I really started out in church, like leading the songs. I was the little girl that they always had lead the choir and the little songs. And everywhere I went, people would always ask me to sing because I started out singing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I turned like 13, 14, I really started like writing bars and stuff. Then I'm like, oh, this sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Then my cousin kind of snatched me up when I was 18. He tried to take me under his wing, and
Mm-hmm.
he let me do a couple features with his artists that actually helped like me start really recording, hearing my voice, doing shows and stuff. And after that, he put a lot more energy into the artist because I was really younger at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was, that's what made me really like go with my career. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it now. Now I'm ready to just at least, start getting in there. So that's how it happened. I've just been in this doing it all my life.
This right up my alley right here. I love music. So what your flavor, your sound, what are we gonna get? People who are just listening in, people who watch the replay, what are they gonna get from it?
They're gonna get the real, the edgy, street, sexy, in your face, keeping it real type vibe.
Okay, that's what's up. Who inspired you? Some of that.
I would have a lot of people, but from Jimmy to Mariah Carey, whole mix of people like growing up, Beyonce, all of the good artists that we had in our era, pretty much. Jodeci, a lot of people, Lauryn Hill.
Oh, you just named a whole bunch. I saw Jada Kiss last month in Brooklyn. He did a guest appearance at the Mary J. Blige concert. So
that's dope.
That was refreshing to see Jada after all these years. Okay, all right. So now your single, what's the latest single out now?
The latest single out right now is Ride. It's called Ride.
Okay.
And it's a sexy R&B song, and I'm rapping on the second verse, giving them a little taste of both.
Oh, I like that. So, rapping and singing, I call it, because I know it from, the queen of hip hop soul, but that's what it is, hip hop soul. When you singing, and it's almost like you rapping, you hooking that beat on that hip hop term, and you riding the beat. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, so ride, and can we hear a little bit? Like, I know I'll put you on the spot, but and maybe if it's not that, something else. Can you give us a little something? Are you prepared?
Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry.
You call me when I'm chilling and smoking, but I can give you probably the second verse that was a rapping verse that I did for it.
All right, just keep it clean, because TikTok world, when we start to say the N word, they have an issue. So
okay, let me think of a nice song without any cuss.
You could just don't use that word because they have a problem. And they throw us off.
I don't know. It's just and I like to ride with a bar dripping like a slide. And you know, that's gay fight, and I'm so gross, so don't waste my time because I got 4 or 5 your page right on the mother, right on the stage. 69, baby, it can go both ways. Boy, I'm a freak, I ain't going through a phase. Pull me up, I'm smoking on it, can't smoke. Yeah, something like that. So it's just a lot going over that song.
Yeah, you kept it clean for us, but I heard it. I
That's
know
right.
what you got.
Yeah.
So I want to back up a little bit because I know we talked about how it was such a minute before you came on here. So
Yeah.
Danny Lopez from
Yeah.
Belgium. How do you know him? Because he's the reason that this is all happening today.
Yes, like shouts out to him. I forgot exactly how I end up like literally linking in with him. I think he either reached out and asked me did I have my music here, or either he either seen somebody that was in the circle that I was working with. But ever since I sent him my music, you know what I'm saying, he'll play it, you know what I'm saying, that way. So, you know, he just always kept it genuine, like, hey, and then now he called me sis, hey sis, whenever you know, get a new track, send it to me that way, you know, so he always been like dope. And I've been dealing with him for like I said, 2 years now, 2 or 3 years. And he's like, yeah, he seems like he's so solid. Like seriously, I haven't met him in person, but his like vibe is like so cool. It's just I like that he's in Europe and he's doing something else, but he still like can relate to the American with this way, and it's dope. So he's a real cool guy.
Yeah, my birthday was a couple days ago, and he called me at like 10 o'clock in the morning. And we were on the phone talking for about a good hour. But I was like, wow, he took time out of his day from all the way from Belgium to call. And, we were just vibing it out. So shout out to Danny Lopez.
That's right. Yeah, shout out to him too. And happy belated birthday. Like I said, I see you're sad too. My birthday is in 2 days.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Hey, let's turn up this real.
That's what's up. Oh, so we got some good conversation going on. What's going on, Zion? How are you? So now I had asked this question the other night. When it comes to the type of Sagittarius, which one are you? Are you the one that's real reserved, or are you the one where all of a sudden let's just party and get crazy and turn up? Or are you in the middle?
In the middle. Definitely in the middle. I can be reserved when it's time. Sometimes I don't want to deal with nobody. I'd rather use that reserve side to get it together, get my thoughts gathered. But then when it's time to party, I'm down to party. And sometimes I don't know how to turn it down. But for the most part, yeah, this is what it is. I think I'm in between.
Mine is I want to be bothered when I want to be bothered, but when I want to turn that shit off, man, I want to turn it the fuck off. And don't bother me. And I hate to be like that, but that's how I am. Like, what's going on? We got Brooklyn in the house. Mr. Nate Perry, what's going on? But yeah, that's how I am. And yeah, I get it. So you got a problem turning it off.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, it took a long time to do that, but I just, I just gotta, stay focused on the picture. Like, I can't operate with low vibration, so I think that's what makes me like change up quick. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna let them get me in that mood. But I've met other Sagittarius men, and a lot of them, tend to like the party too. Got that outgoing thing, but love to dress, love to good, stand out. Gotta definitely, it's a good vibe.
Would you say that a Sagittarius is weird? Would you call yourself weird or different? Different and weird are two different things, but I would say just like, yeah, say the word weird.
Mm-hmm.
You would say so?
I would say different, probably, yeah, because our mind is going. Once Sagittarius is one thing about it, we know what we want to. So,
by any means necessary.
Right.
And boy, could that be a problem too. Because we're going to go after it. And you're going to know too.
Right.
So, what's new coming up for you?
Actually, it's a few things coming up. We're working on besides dropping Ride, I have a couple more videos that I do plan dropping between January and March.
Mm-hmm.
I also planned on doing a smaller tour around August of this year, but I pushed all the way back because I wanted to have more content, the music, everything situated. So I still may pull out a local tour, not surrounding area tour.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of find the hottest clubs and just get out there. And then, I was also thinking about reloading my mixtape because it's I call it reloaded because I do got a couple tracks that I've been writing to, like that Seeing Green probably, or that Lemon Pepper Wings. I feel like I want to probably, talk my ish a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
then, drop a new cover for it. So it's like a few projects that I feel with this music stuff, I love to stay active in it. It keeps me going. So I have about 2 or 3 different things I can focus on. So that's next, pretty much single, the EP, because we have enough of that. Small tour if we can, more videos. Yeah.
That's
and a mixtape. Reloaded.
I like that. So I don't know what era you were born in, but I was born in the 80s. So,
Me
I
too, 85.
like the CDs. I started off with the records, then the cassette tapes, and all that great stuff. So, are you totally digital now, or do you still give people, some of the CDs and stuff? And I also want to, I want to say shout out to Zion. What's up? What's up? I see you out there. I saw you on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining on TikTok as well. I didn't want to forget you. What's going on? But go ahead.
Oh no, definitely. I think like with CDs, I'm really trying to convert, and like if I can get flash drives at a better price, probably in bulk, I think that I would probably move to that a lot more. But to my surprise, people still love CDs because they can still have the originals. You can still sign them, and then people still have CD players, and then even in their car, even though it's retro, they got the internet radio. They still have CD players, so I don't mind getting probably a couple CDs, a couple hundred CDs, just to, get it out here for whoever can play it on whatever. But, with this digital thing, they got so much stuff you can scan, business cards.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Stuff like that. A few things came my way that I can actually, like look into as far as, converting from that to digital.
So the flash drive thing, I heard about it, but is that really big? Or are you seeing a lot of people doing that?
You know what? I really haven't seen a lot of people doing that, but it's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like for the most part, I guess the only thing they really able to put it in really was the computer, maybe sometimes the HDMI's and the TV. So I don't know that the flash drives are the best because they cost like probably 8 or 9 each, and that's more than a CD versus a CD. A CD only costs about probably $1.50 to make. Right. So it's a catch-22.
Right.
So yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta take a quick break.
Okay.
I gotta scoot myself over.
Okay, I'm gonna pull.
You said what now? Zion, let me know where you're calling from. I was talking to Zion on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I know you're calling from out of the States as well. So where are you calling from? All right, make sure we got our. All right, we back.
Okay.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting about the flash drives and stuff. But okay, so we still doing CDs. I mean, I don't know because I'm not out there, so I have no idea. But
I mean, streaming is the best thing. I mean, that's why streaming makes so much difference now because they can easily just go listen to it and download it. So.
But all right, so we streaming. We streaming live. Yeah. That's what we doing. Or not live. We streaming. So you're an artist and you're out there. You just gotta rely on getting it to the people. They don't have nothing that they can hold on. You just tell them to download it.
Well, you can tell them to download it, and that's where the CDs come in, like you said.
Yeah.
Giving something people to hold on to, because at the end of the day, they can still pop it in, so, pop it in the CD player, so.
I'm used to holding something and having something. And another thing, I actually am just sipping just hot lemon water this time of year. When the weather changes, I need to keep up on that. But I almost lost my train of thought. um, I did because I went into this hot lemon water thing, which is horrible. But anyway, basically that's what I was saying. Um, you don't get no booklet, you don't get nothing when you get the digital download. So
Right.
what I feel they need to start doing is they need to have like a digital book so you can
Right.
actually see the pictures and all that, and it'll give the artists an opportunity to show their artwork and stuff like that. Because back in the day when you're an independent artist, that was the biggest thing, showing off your artwork and captivating them, pulling them in that way. And then it was
Right.
up to you to kill it once you got them, because your CD cover or whatever captivated them. I don't understand this whole thing. You just download it and that's it. You get nothing. You don't know where it was recorded at. You don't know who produced it. You don't know if it was live
Right.
instruments played on there. You don't know nothing.
Right.
I don't like that.
And like you said, the most they get is a cover. Like when they play the song in their club, that's all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Craziness. But so it's 4 a.m. I know you said it's 4 a.m. over there, but where are you calling from? Oh, London. Oh, thank you. So we got London in the house tonight as well. France, London.
hey, London. Hey, shouts out to everybody.
We had Puerto Rico on earlier. So,
Awesome.
Stacia Blanco. Right now, if you could just go ahead and let us know where we can follow you at. I know you're on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if you're on any other social media platforms, if you're on YouTube, but go ahead and let us know where we can find you at.
Yes, you definitely can find me on Instagram. It's Boss Ass Blanco. Sorry, Boss A Blanco, and all the other social media handles is the same thing. On my Twitter, I have to start tweeting a lot more. But other than that, I do have a TikTok I'm going to start revamping up because I have the singles and stuff that we're trying to just wait till we're able to download them so we can pull them up and do TikTok videos. So after I drop the single, we'll be able to pull up and do a lot more stuff on TikTok. Hopefully more people will be able to grab the track and get something going on with that. But Instagram, Facebook is Stacia Nicole Jordan. And I have an official page on Facebook as well. That's Stacia J Official. And yes.
So now you can curse. Now you just can't use the N word. But
okay.
So what is the handle name again?
Yes, the handle is at Boss Ass Blanco.
Okay. Boss Ass Blanco at Boss Ass Blanco on Instagram, and I know you got some clips on there. People can hear you and hear your music and all that great stuff. So that's what's up. And CDs, I didn't ask you any full length CDs out, albums out. I'll say albums since we don't really.
Well, I'm working on the EP. That'll be the next big project I have that they can really download and be. Everything is original and stuff, but before that is I have mixtape. I have original. I have original tracks on the mixtape as well. It's on Audio Max. It's Good Dope Sell Itself, Volume 1. This is my 4th mixtape. Coming from the streets, coming from St. Pete. It's my 4th one, and it's got a lot of tracks in. A few some tracks that people are really dealing with it. So. Yeah, that's what it is right now. And then Ride will be available in the next 2 weeks. We're just waiting on the cover art so we can go full throttle with the promotion.
Now, do you know an artist named Harlem World?
No.
Okay, because he's from Saint. Where you say it again? St. Petersburg.
Yeah, St. Pete, Florida. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's from there as well. And
okay.
I used to work with him back in the day. Just curious. He really y'all got some nice producers out there, I'll tell you that.
Yes,
I know that much. I know that for sure. All right.
Yeah, we do.
So now I want to get into something that I call burning questions, and this is a segment of the show where I basically flip it and I put my guest in a hot seat and ask random questions. These questions ain't gonna have nothing to do with no music and recording and when your next project coming out and all that good stuff. So I just want to let everybody know um, it is what it is. So all right, so we're gonna get right on into it. And basically, this is your opinion. I'll give you my opinion. People out there watching the replay, you go ahead and put your opinion out there as well. You know, it is what it is. That's all it is an opinion. So I don't know whether people are in relationships, whether you got a friends with benefits situation going on, or what you got going on. But do you think that withholding sex on purpose does, doing that act, does that help create the Big Bang? Keep that spark, keep that thing alive.
I think sex should only be held back if you're not emotionally ready to be intimate, and that's all. Like if somebody did something to you, made you feel some type of way, and because without, to me, you can have sex without a intimate connection, but to me, when you're emotional, when everything is right and there's nothing going on, it's better to better vibe. It's better. You just get more into it. So to me, if you're gonna hold it back, it has to be for like a real reason. Like, maybe if I hold it back a little bit or not have as much sex, then they'll see that I'm not attached and this will help attach it to where the sex can happen. So I think only for certain reasons, I just despitefully hold it, no, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't out of spite. Maybe it was listen. This thing has been going on for a long time. We've been in this situation for maybe, let's just say, like let's for the veterans out there. We've been doing this thing for 15, 20 years now. Maybe we might just want to hold off a little bit and keep that excitement going because you'll have all of that energy built up. You'll have all of that just it'll be all built up and ready for it. Who
It
knows?
depends on how long you're talking about holding.
I'm
because
right there.
to me, the spark should be going like as much as you can have to. Like Chris Rock just came out with his extended version and of his last comedy thing, and his thing was to just he said that he would encourage all couples to just have sex more, and it made sense what he said. Even though he's funny with it, like just enjoy yourself. If you have that partner that you're there with, this is the time you're supposed to be getting it in. To me, to be honest, like holding it back, it holds a little spark, but I think like a day or so, not like a whole week or 2 weeks just to spark it up. Like no,
Yeah, I was.
that's too long.
Oh, I was only talking a few minutes. I wasn't talking about days.
Oh, well then, no. If you holding it back, then no, you good. You good. Yep, we on the same page. And no,
I'm telling you, I feel you on that one. But you're right though. When you're in a situation, that's when your time to, be free. Because listen, you can't be free when you don't know what the situation is on the other end.
right.
So I get you. I get you. I feel you on that one. All right, that's what's up. So now the holidays are here. It's coming, approaching real fast. What is the best medicine for people who are struggling with a heartbreak during this time frame? A heartbreak can come from different ways. That really, may not necessarily be anything about a relationship, but that's one of the most, number one things that, people deal with during this time frame, being sad, depressed because they don't have anybody, which
Right.
I think that's a whole nother situation that needs to be addressed because that's not the end of the world. It's the end of the world when you're not mentally set up for it. But there's other situations where people lose loved ones and stuff like that. And, unfortunately, financially, that could be some heartbreak as well. People lose their jobs during this time frame. So, what is some medicine? People out there, do you have any medicine, you know, that could be used to help, heartbreak during this time frame?
Yeah, like you said, people experience all different types of heartbreak. So I would say if you're going through a breakup, like they say, the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody.
See, you know, I
So
like
to
you already.
me,
I like you
I,
already.
I, I would sweat it, you know. I actually seen a video that really made sense to me when it came to dating people, and somebody said like, don't worry about if it's not working out. Just know that you probably help somebody be a better person along that way, and you'll find
Ooh.
somebody that's there for you. So you just be happy that you probably help make them a better person. They just wouldn't work with you. So, when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to relationships, I would say it's 20. We're going into a whole nother year. Just be happy. That's just,
Mm-hmm.
it's meant to be. It will be. Don't force it. You're supposed to be living a great life.
Mm.
When it comes to, heartbreaking family, I think that if you don't have family, try to do, probably go to volunteer places for people that have families so you can feel that cheer or help neighbors or, gather around friends to where you can feel that warmth and family vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you had somebody that passed away, if it's, really like kind of hurtful, I would definitely like still acknowledge them on Christmas,
Mm.
live through those feelings and still, try to push through and have a wonderful, Christmas and just celebrating that you're still here and they're there in
Mm.
spirit. So, that's how I would deal with any type of heartbreak. Like it's I believe sometimes it's a solution for everything.
That's some real talk. That's some real medicine too. You gave us you gave us medicine on all different aspects. But let's go back to the first one. You truly believe that though the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody?
Yeah, I really do. Especially if somebody with the BS and they just like making you feel like you're a bad person. Get under somebody else that's not gonna feel that way about you.
What about the
Like
people
you can't.
what about the
Mhm.
people that it takes them a long time to get over somebody? So they keep getting under, but they getting under a whole bunch of people. And they just keep getting under and they keep getting under because they ain't dealing with the root issues, the root cause issue, which is self. Because you can get mad at whoever you want to get mad at. She did this to me, he cheated on me, he did that, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
that's blah blah blah. All you're doing is pointing fingers. But you need to look at self and be like, why do I continue to feel this way? Yes, this person did this, but we're at the end of this road here, and it's up to me to go ahead and choose what I want to do. I can't, fault that person for being them and taking us to the end of the road here. It stops here. This is life. But
That's
what
right.
what about people who struggle with that and now they getting under a whole bunch of people that in some terms there could be a word for that, but do we still call people that word or is it just cool to just do the thing like that?
I mean, to me, sex is a connection and whatever you want to make it. So it's people that have casual sex. It's people that sex means a lot to them. To
Mm-hmm.
me, as long as you're protected and you're trying to figure your way out through life and you're, exploring and you may do your thing. To me, as long as if you're switching up partners, you sometimes got to stop and think, what am I searching for?
Mm-hmm.
Then sometimes it's okay for you to be like, okay, I may hang with this person, but that doesn't mean that I have to get under them this time, or that doesn't mean that it has
Mm-hmm.
to be the sexual thing because soon you should be trying to see, okay, is there a future or is there an emotional connection or how can we benefit from each other than a physical connection?
Mm-hmm. Okay, you got my mind thinking.
Yep.
Hmm. I feel you on that one. Hmm. All right. But is the word still out there? Do we still use these words for people who can't get over it? They keep getting under. They can't get over it because they still getting under. No, or we just.
I mean, people are gonna, put people in a certain bracket, but it's like, what is a thought or a hoe? It's like, what is that defined in if you're a man or a woman out here searching for love and it may lead to sex? Like, that doesn't make you a bad person. Now, when you do it irresponsible, probably, or you don't know what you're searching for.
Now, okay, let's talk about some irresponsible ways. What would be some?
Just like unprotected sex with everybody you come across. Like, as long as you protect yourself, to me, you can have sex with 100 people a year if you want to, but it's just protecting yourself. It's not the fact of the sex act. It's like, what are you looking for after you get up? Because sex is going to happen. Sex is sex. As long as you protect yourself, it's like, what is wrong with sex? Like, a lot of people, tend to, put too much on it, but it happens. You can meet somebody in a club and be feeling each other, and this is how a one night stand happens. That doesn't make him or her a hoe. That means that they had a physical connection. They wanted to see what it was like. You never know where to lead, but we're all grown. So if it doesn't lead to anything, then you have to really see, okay, well, this didn't lead to anything. What, again, like you said, what am I searching for?
We 411 listeners, we are leading down a slippery slope tonight. And it is only because I'm trying to, figure out some information. So
yeah, that's fine. I'm down. Let's go down whatever slope.
I got one more question, but I want to read this comment. Lash Maverick Essential says, what do you feel about soul ties when it comes to that? That is a big thing. That's what I was talking about when you keep getting under somebody and you getting under because you can't get over that first tie that you have with somebody. And do you feel that every single person that you have sex with, there's some sort of connection and there's some sort of tie that is wrapped up in it and it's a spiritual type thing? Do you feel that way when it comes to sex? Because I was told that, you need to be very careful with who you laying down with because you don't want to get wrapped up, in some sort of connection like that.
That's true. And, I never really gave it as much thought until as you start talking about it and I started reflecting on it. But it's true to a certain extent to me because I think that unless and if you're really like have, kind of emotional, situations going on that a woman would have to have sex with you and you just be crazy over her. But 9 times out of 10, the sex and the emotions, it does attach. So even to me, I think that's where the soul ties come in with anybody you kind of, sleep with. Like, if you don't have sex with them, they're not going to be as territorial or care. But the person that is having sex with them, they're going to, want to be there. Then that's when relationships start. So I can understand how sex can lead to a lot of long-term stuff that intertwines your soul. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I say you got to be very, very careful because
yeah, you do.
Some of these things get rough, and when you be trying to shake some things off, those things be rough. So just be very careful with it. What's going on, Will?
Right.
How you doing? Now, here is the number one burning question for tonight. Here we go. So why do you think that a lot of people play Jeopardy with their lives and continue to engage in unprotected sex these days, especially with all of the mess that's going on in this world today? People still want to engage in unprotected sex and putting the trust in somebody else. I don't understand that.
There it is. It's the trust. I totally agree with you, and that's exactly the only word I was going to chunk it up to. Like 9 times out of 10, before you go there, like most women, if they care, most women, they will want you to automatically use a condom because the trust, like you said, they don't know who you've been with. They don't know if they can, contract something from you. So their first mind is like, well, let me protect myself. But whatever happens between that time you let your guard down, which we all have, it's that sense of trust and comfortability. And only until it's betrayed to where you feel like, damn, I shouldn't have did that because, oh shit, now I got to take care of this and this and that. So it's really the trust. That's all it is. And somebody made you feel comfortable enough. And sometimes it turns out good to where they ain't got nothing going on. It was a good experience. Y'all had fun. There's nothing going on. But at the same time, like you said, you jeopardize it because you want to believe that this person, the conversation y'all had, or some type of way, some type of vibe they gave off that you don't have to worry about it. And it be the trust. That's it.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, we all know. Well, at least I know. I don't know about y'all feel that way. Man, it take a long time for you to trust people. And
Yes, it do.
I'm learning that it don't happen in just a couple years neither. I don't think you really know somebody until you really know somebody. And that could take a long time.
I honestly think you will never really get to know a person because off the
I
rip,
am right there with you. Go ahead.
yeah, no, definitely. I feel the same way because I feel that a person is only gonna let you know what they want you to know, and that's the only reason why you'll never let somebody know. Like they can say, "I've told you everything I've told," but it's still some things that they probably don't want to be judged about that they won't ever mention, and that's the part that I still don't know you because you haven't indulged that. Now, if you have somebody up front that tell you everything, "Hey, I did this, it was this is that, this is my life story," that's a unicorn. That's a damn unicorn. But for the most part, that's what that is.
And we're always changing too, and that's the
Right.
worst thing that somebody could say, because I've had it said to me several times. I told you everything. Get out of here. I mean, I want to say so many words, but you done told me everything. Yeah, you told me what I wanted to hear, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. My spirit felt a lot of stuff, and when that
Right.
spirit starts talking to you and telling you that something ain't right, you better pay attention. I was driving today, like, yep, I remember when. Yep, I remember when. But when you have those I remember when moments, the
Yeah.
only person that you can get upset at, when you know you have some growth, is when you know you can only get upset at yourself, because you cannot blame that other person for being exactly who they were and showing up and showing you exactly who they are.
That's
Crazy.
right.
Lash Maverick Essential says, this may sound bizarre, but someone like to trap other people because they feel that they will always have that person. I know that is so true. Like, let's go ahead and trap people. And
Yep.
that could be a little tricky when you say trap, because it could be, I'm gonna trap you with getting you pregnant, and now I'm always
Yeah.
have a connection to you. And there are some rough people out there who probably need to be arrested and put in jail. They will trap people with sexual diseases
Yeah.
and stuff, which is rough.
That's true. And
Crazy.
there's people that trap you emotionally too. Some people need that emotional dependence on you to where if nobody else loves them in the world like you do, they need to keep you around. So there's a lot of trapping going on in so many different ways. Financial trapping,
Yeah.
sexually trapping.
Spiritual. We talked about that the other night too. Mm.
Yep, spiritual trapping, all of that. You just got to be careful. And if you feel somebody is trying to trap you, you got to move away from it because you don't want to feel trapped. One thing about it, I want people to understand you are in charge of your life. There's nobody, like, I am so in control of my life. I've been dealing with the same person for about 11 years, and it lasted that long only because I have full control over what we want to do, and he has it as well. When you get with somebody and you understand I'm my own person, and if I'm not happy, I don't have to be with you. Or if this isn't, if this is going on in my life, I don't have to deal with it. So people need to understand you're the captain of your own ship.
You better say that. Take responsibility for your life. And if you don't like something, you take responsibility for your life. But you're with a healthy person when, if we wake up tomorrow and say it's over, that's what that means. And it's okay. Like, we're not gonna have a fit. Ain't nobody gonna be slashing nobody's tires. And the only reason why I speak like that now is because I used to be so unhealthy. I know what it's like to, when someone says that it's over, oh, the world's gonna come to an end, this, that, the next, the other. Today, you ain't leave yet. You said it was over.
Exactly. And you found your peace because that's the control that you needed. So where Nobody can control your emotions. I am so big on that. I'm not gonna let you control my emotions.
It's so bad when somebody can control your emotions, like they got a little remote control and shit, and they can say some dumb shit and have you fly off the wall like an idiot.
That's right.
Man, I used to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how crazy is that somebody could say something miles away on the other end of a cell phone, and you ready to go and tear something up?
Right, that's true.
It's crazy, right? How someone else can have control over you like that. But when you get free in your mind and you understand it is the best feeling ever. So anybody out there watching who is going through something, you might be trapped spiritually with somebody, mentally, and unfortunately sometimes there can be some physical stuff too. Know and believe that just keep the faith and sit in some silence
and move on. Like, care about yourself enough to move on. I'm learning self-love, and if I don't feel loved in every single way I want to, I don't have to deal with you. I had to learn to let people be them because it's my decision to deal with them. I can't help how you are, but I can help how I deal with you. So, and like Angela Simmons said, it's not toxic until it affects you. So if you're going through anything and it affects you, it's toxic because you can feel it, you can feel the emotion, and that's when you have to re-correct your shit and get out of it or do what's best for you. A lot of people don't have self-love, and I'm learning self-love myself because if I love myself enough, I'm going to want to be happy when I wake up. It's going to be everything I want in a relationship or a friendship or whatever. You got to self-love yourself, and if nobody's coming up to your standard, let them go. Because nine times out of 10, if you're a good person, you're the valuable one in the situation. And if they can't see your value, know your value. And 9 times out of 10, they come back around because they see.
Hell no, we don't want them to come back around. Once you violate across the line, it is a wrap, but it's good though. This was some real good conversation. Who knew that we would actually go down this path, but that's what Burning Questions is all about. So let us know one more time because we got to get on up out of here. Let us know where we can go ahead and follow you at and what we got coming out new.
Okay, yes, and shouts out to you, 411 Podcast. I appreciate everything. I got to do this again because it's fun. I love chopping it up. You're awesome. You're very mindful. I like that. You have the personality, everything that's going to take you far. You talk about real stuff. I dig it. You guys can reach me. It's very simple at Boss Ass Blanco or Google Station Blanco. You'll see my new single, Snapping, Selfie. I'm with G1 Music label. You can find me all on the internet. Google it. Like I said, either Station Blanco or at Boss Ass Blanco.
That's what's up. Thank you so much for coming on. This was amazing.
Thank you. No problem. Yes, I feel the same. It was amazing. Thank you.
Take care now. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. All right, y'all. There you have it. Seisha Blanco. It's a long time coming. Great conversation. So last Maverick Essentials, I've been looking at this for a minute. You says if you think I'm playing, I'm not. What you mean? But it's the truth though. I don't think you playing. I know people play games like that and they try to trap you and hold you, and I get it. It's crazy. But yeah, who knew that, Seisha would be so real and down to earth and fellow Sagittarius. That's probably why we get along so well on here. Shout out to the Sagittarius. Y'all see I got my mug here. It goes all the way until December 21st. Now there's a difference. The ones that are earlier in November, you're all a little different than the December ones. So I don't know what type of Sagittarian are you if you're out there and you're a Sagittarius. So I don't know. But tomorrow we got Reading Between the Wines. So for all of the people that come on, that we do the thing here every single night at 10 p.m. But on Wednesdays I come on at 8 p.m. and this is Eastern Standard Time, and I do a show called Reading Between the Wines, and it is with my co-host, the whiskey drinking, crazy thinking Shit Talking That I Am Walking. This is All in the Cars with Kathy. Join me tomorrow night, 8 p.m. right here. We're going to drink some wine. We're going to read some good books. And all that great stuff's going to come in between a bunch of... It's interesting. It's definitely different from what we got going on here. So Reading Between the Wines tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Now, again, if you'd like to get my new book, My Inspirations, Volume 1.5, Deliberation, Remix Journal, a 30-day transformational journey towards a healthier mindset. This book comes out next month, but you can get it now by texting the keyword remix to 609-738-0611. Again, that's remix to 609-738-0611. And again, basically, some of the same conversation that we were speaking tonight with Seisha is becoming a master of your own mind. Don't be a victim. You can go ahead and control the situation. Like I said, keep the faith and know that you can get through this and your situation can change. And you have to become master of your own mind. You have to go ahead and pick up and do it for yourself because ain't nobody going to do it for you. Once you realize that you are in control of your situation and, speak positive, things into your world and you know what the Bible says about a man and what he thinks. So listen, Remix Journal, I got something for you to help keep you and lead you down towards, like I say, a healthier mindset. We may not get there, but we're going to get towards it and we're going to move towards it 100% the best way that we know how. So, Remix Journal, text the keyword remix to 609-738-0611. Also, you can get a t-shirt as well by clicking that link above all of my social media platforms. And again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, DLive, Twitch. Go ahead and click that link above and go inside of Karma's Paradise exclusive. You will get an autographed copy of my book. You will get an ebook of my first book. You will get a poster and a Karma's Paradise exclusive t-shirt crafted by my girl, Kay Cole, the CEO of Karma's Paradise. That is inside the link above as well. Now I got some virtual book signings coming up this weekend. It's going to be on and popping on Saturday and on Sunday. So Saturday, I'm going to head on over to Glam and Bougie Collections. We got an exclusive virtual book signing there as well. So you can get some great deals from Glam and Bougie Collections. Then on Sunday, I'm heading over to Coral LLC. Again, you're going to get some great exclusive deals specifically for Coral LLC on Sunday as well, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we doing it up this weekend. So check me out on Instagram as well. And of course, I got to thank each and every one of y'all out there. Thank you so much to the people watching the replay. I appreciate you. And I have to give thanks to my executive producer, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to come out here and give you all the 411 podcast one more time in life. Without him, none of this would be possible. And without each and every one of you, I wouldn't be out here doing the thing night after night after night. I truly do appreciate every single person. And man, people out there on TikTok, I see you, Zion, if you're still out there. Instagram, y'all still hanging out there with me tonight. Facebook, I see y'all. I just want to say thank you so much. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care, y'all. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. See y'all tomorrow. Good night.